Rand trading around 686, 687 this morning, so a little bit more strength coming through for the currency, but we have seen that dollar losing a bit of ground against the euro.
Yes, indeed. We believe that a firmer Rand bias is in place. There were no surprises for Rand participants at yesterday's MPCs that Rand bulls regained the upper hand on the back of the weaker dollar and on the back of the fact that there was increased risk appetite associated with the rally in the global equity markets and a simultaneous moderation in volatility. We also saw commodity prices remaining firmer, which would imply that Rand bulls would possibly target this month's high of 680. But first we would have to see a sustained breach of about 687. We do believe that the bias is in favor of Rand's strength, and we would go for a break of about 687.
So with the MPC really providing no surprises yesterday, what we're saying is that it's really following global trends, that we are tracking the euro at this stage.
Indeed, we are tracking the euro, but there is some concern coming out of the meetings in the eurozone, which could potentially cause the euro to weaken and some strengthening in the dollar, which would imply that we could see a possible Rand weakness coming through. However, we do believe that in the near term that we would see some Rand strength.
Well, just going into next week, I see there's a number of economic data releases. We have money supply and credit extension, trade balances, PPI, PMI next week as well. Your expectations on that front, because we did see that trade deficit coming through right at the beginning of the year, and that followed a big surplus in December. Starting with the trade balance, what's your expectation for that?
We expect the trade balance to have narrowed in February on the back of the fact that exports declined quite considerably in January, and we expect exports to have increased marginally in February. However, imports are likely to maintain the resilience that we have seen, and we expect a deficit of around about 2.5 billion.
Credit extension, the Governor of the Reserve Bank alluded to that in yesterday's press conference, where we have seen that credit extension starting to build very slowly, though, driven by mortgage advances, really. Would you expect that to continue?
Yes, we do expect credit extension to continue improving. We expect a mild increase in credit extension for this month, again on the back of the fact that mortgage advances has been one of the main drivers, as well as household credit demand. We saw an increase in household credit demand of about 7.5% in January, and we expect this to continue increasing as well. However, some concern comes on the back of the fact that corporate credit demand is not increasing at the same pace as household credit demand.